Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Bichette, the young talent who had been carrying the Blue Jays on his shoulders, seems to have made a decision that has shocked everyone in the league. Behind the scenes, the news is spreading like wildfire, though no one has confirmed the full details yet. Sources suggest that Bichette's move is not just about money or a contract extension, but about the trajectory of his career and the stage he wants to play on. The Dodgers are rumored to have presented an offer that not only tickled his ego, but promised him a central role in their offensive strategy, something many believed was impossible in Toronto. Inside the Blue Jays clubhouse, there's a mix of shock, disbelief, and even anger, as teammates struggle to imagine the squad without the player who has become the face of the franchise. Among fans, the reactions are even more intense, ranging from accusations of betrayal to admiration for his boldness. Meanwhile, whispers of signing bonuses, secret clauses, and assurances of an absolute starting spot in Los Angeles circulate across social media, fan forums, and sports podcasts, keeping the rumor alive and heated. The ripple effect of this move goes far beyond a mere roster change. Bichette is more than a talented player. He represents a generation of athletes who redefine the game, someone who brings energy, charisma, and a flair that makes stadiums vibrate. Dodgers insiders are reportedly thrilled, hinting at plans to build a lineup around him, positioning him as a cornerstone for years to come. For the Blue Jays, the timing couldn't feel worse, as losing a young star like Bichette forces them to rethink strategies, draft priorities, and fan engagement. Some analysts speculate that this decision might inspire other top talents to reconsider their own futures, weighing loyalty against ambition in a league increasingly shaped by high-profile moves. Conversations in locker rooms across the league suggest that whispers about Bichette's departure are also a cautionary tale. Teams can rise or fall based on a single decision. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles fan base is buzzing, imagining what it would look like to see a player of his caliber in Dodger blue, with stadium chants, social media posts, and local media narratives already building hype as if the signing is already official. The narrative is feeding itself, and the rumor mill shows no signs of slowing down. Insiders hint that the negotiations were intense and drawn out, with multiple back-and-forth offers, each more lucrative and tempting than the last. Bichette's advisors reportedly leveraged his performance, popularity, and potential future marketability to push the Dodgers to a package that was irresistible. Some say that Toronto attempted to match the offer, but bureaucracy, timing, and perhaps even subtle miscommunication may have cost them dearly. Stories of locker room meetings, personal conversations, and midnight calls are swirling, giving this transfer the aura of a dramatic saga rather than a standard free agent signing. Meanwhile, fans on social media are dissecting every post, every interview, and every hint, hunting for confirmation, for a leak, for even the smallest sign that the rumors are true. Analysts debate endlessly whether this will impact the Blue Jays long-term, questioning who can fill the void left by a player who has consistently delivered both performance and star power. Meanwhile, Bichette's personal brand seems poised to soar in Los Angeles, with sponsorships, media appearances, and fan engagement all set to escalate, creating a narrative where sports and entertainment collide. Some whisper that this is not just a baseball move, but a statement about legacy. Bichette reportedly sees Los Angeles as a stage to prove himself not only as a player, but as a franchise-defining figure, someone who can lead a team to victory while captivating audiences beyond the field. The Dodgers are said to be constructing a culture that values boldness, versatility, and star power, aligning perfectly with the image of the young shortstop. Toronto, on the other hand, is reportedly facing an identity crisis, as losing a face of the franchise so suddenly shakes the confidence of fans and players alike. In cafes, sports bars, and online communities, debates rage about loyalty, ambition, and the price of chasing greatness, turning this single transfer into a microcosm of broader sports culture. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, the chatter is electric, imagining stadium chants, highlight reels, and press conferences that frame Bichette as the centerpiece of a new era. The rumor persists, with every media outlet, every fan account, and every insider source adding layers to the story, keeping audiences hooked on the unfolding drama. There are also whispers about personal motivations that go beyond contracts or strategy. Bichette is reportedly drawn to the atmosphere, the city, and the media landscape in Los Angeles, envisioning not just a career move, but a lifestyle shift that complements his growing presence both on and off the field. This human element, often overshadowed by statistics and contracts, adds a sense of realism and relatability to the story, showing that behind the rumors and negotiations lies a player making choices for his own growth and satisfaction. Analysts speculate on the psychological impact of such a move, wondering how it might affect team dynamics, performance under pressure, and the culture of both organizations. Meanwhile, fans continue to dissect every video clip, every interview, and every rumor, creating their own narratives and predictions. Social media becomes a stage where the drama amplifies, and even casual observers feel compelled to join in. Bichette's name now carries a double significance, as a player and as a symbol of ambition, movement, and modern sports celebrity culture, making this story as much about identity as it is about baseball. Finally, as the rumor continues to spread, insiders hint that the real impact might only be felt years from now. If Bichette thrives in Los Angeles, analysts say, the narrative will solidify as a masterstroke, a moment when a young player took control of his career and legacy. For Toronto, the lesson could be equally instructive. Even teams with loyal fans and a strong culture must act decisively to retain their brightest stars. Meanwhile, the media frenzy continues with podcasts, YouTube channels, and sports blogs dissecting the story from every angle, ensuring that every detail, every possible motive, and every imagined scenario is discussed endlessly. Bichette himself remains a central figure in this whirlwind, his future, choices, and performance now intertwined with the hopes, frustrations, and dreams of two entire fan bases. The rumor, in this way, becomes a living story, feeding speculation and excitement, and keeping the audience captivated as everyone waits to see how the next chapter unfolds. The chatter surrounding Bo Bichette's move doesn't stop at the roster level. It seeps into the very identity of the Dodgers. Rumors suggest that management is envisioning a complete reshaping of the lineup around him, seeing his energy, speed, and hitting ability as a catalyst for a new era. Analysts speculate endlessly on batting orders, defensive positioning, and clubhouse hierarchy, each detail being dissected as if every decision hinges on Bichette's presence. In Los Angeles, fans are already imagining nights lit with highlight reels, with the stadium erupting every time he steps to the plate. Even casual observers are drawn into the narrative, following interviews, social media hints, and insider comments, creating a sense that this transfer is bigger than any single season or statistic. Meanwhile, in Toronto, whispers of missed opportunities circulate. Former teammates are rumored to be processing mixed emotions, balancing personal support with professional disappointment. Social media threads fill with speculation about who might rise to fill the void, debates that range from potential rookies to veteran acquisitions, each theory sparking heated conversation. The atmosphere around this story resembles a live wire. Every rumor triggers another wave of analysis, and the story grows with each passing hour. The Dodgers' locker room is reportedly buzzing with anticipation, with players and staff adjusting to the idea of welcoming a talent of Bichette's magnitude. Rumors indicate that internal meetings have shifted focus, recalibrating strategies to maximize his impact, both offensively and defensively. Coaches are said to be mapping out scenarios that not only take advantage of his skills, but also allow him to become a cornerstone of leadership, a young star who commands attention without overshadowing others. The chemistry factor becomes central in every discussion, with speculation about how established veterans might react, how new line combinations could form, and what challenges might arise from integrating a high-profile newcomer. Media outlets hint at secret workouts, private strategy sessions, and late-night film reviews, all geared toward making the transition seamless. Meanwhile, fans speculate endlessly about what this could mean for playoff aspirations, imagining narratives of redemption, dominance, and record-breaking performances. Even the casual observer feels drawn into the intrigue, sensing that this is more than just a transfer. It's a moment where legacy, talent, and ambition intersect in a way rarely seen in professional sports. In Toronto, the reactions are just as electric, though tinged with disbelief. Insiders report a mix of frustration, nostalgia, and grudging admiration as the city grapples with losing a player who has become synonymous with hope and excitement. Rumors swirl about front office strategies to counteract the loss, from scouting high-potential rookies to negotiating surprise trades that could soften the blow. Fans debate endlessly about loyalty, contracts, and ambition, with social media threads acting as battlegrounds for opinionated speculation. Some believe that the Blue Jays may pivot entirely, focusing on cultivating a new star, while others argue that the vacuum left by Bichette will have ripple effects for seasons to come. Meanwhile, in bars, cafes, and online forums, every conversation about baseball circles back to his departure, magnifying the sense that this is not merely a transaction, but a story that reflects the broader dynamics of modern professional sports. The narrative grows, fueled by passion, rivalry, and the constant search for insight into what comes next. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers also suggest that Bichette's personal life and ambitions played a significant role in the decision. Sources hint that the allure of Los Angeles, the lifestyle, the media spotlight, and the opportunity to grow his personal brand was nearly as persuasive as the terms of the deal itself. Analysts speculate that his move could set a precedent for other players, highlighting how personal fulfillment and career trajectory can outweigh tradition and loyalty. The conversation now encompasses not just the field, but identity, influence, and public image, turning this single transfer into a case study for sports psychology and professional ambition. Fans eagerly dissect every interview, every subtle gesture, and every public statement, seeking clues about his mindset and intentions. The rumor mill thrives on ambiguity, with each new snippet of information or unconfirmed source feeding speculation. As a result, the story of Bichette's departure evolves daily, oscillating between fact, conjecture, and imagination, keeping audiences enthralled in a narrative that feels as dramatic and high-stakes as any championship series. Meanwhile, social media continues to amplify the frenzy, with fan accounts, analysts, and gossip channels dissecting every angle of the story. Memes, speculation threads, and highlight reels circulate, creating an ecosystem where rumor and commentary blend seamlessly. Some predict immediate dominance, imagining Bichette as the linchpin of a Dodgers dynasty, while others ponder the pressure of expectations, wondering if the spotlight might be too bright for such a young star. In Toronto, the discourse mirrors a city in mourning, balancing sadness with cautious hope that the team can reinvent itself. Rumors of potential acquisitions, trades, and new leadership emerge daily, each feeding into the larger narrative of transformation and opportunity. Even casual viewers find themselves swept up in the excitement, checking scores, social media, and updates as if following a serialized drama rather than a sports story. The energy is palpable, making the rumor of Bichette's transfer not just news, but an event that dominates conversations, challenges loyalties, and sparks imagination across borders. Finally, insiders hint that the full consequences of this move may not be felt for years, as Bichette's influence shapes team dynamics, fan engagement, and the broader baseball landscape. Dodgers executives are reportedly plotting long-term strategies, factoring in marketing, branding, and the intangible impact of having a young superstar in the mix. Toronto must now reckon with the sudden absence of a face of the franchise, balancing hope for the future with the reality of a significant talent leaving. Meanwhile, the story continues to evolve, fueled by whispers, leaks, and speculation, as analysts, commentators, and fans alike try to predict the next chapters. Bichette's name now carries weight beyond statistics or wins. It embodies ambition, risk, and the cultural phenomenon of modern sports storytelling. Each day adds a new layer, a new rumor, or a new theory, keeping audiences engaged, passionate, and perpetually curious about what comes next. The drama is far from over, and for now, the rumor of Bichette at the Dodgers dominates every conversation, making it a story that feels alive, ongoing, and impossible to ignore. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.